Rassada Killer. Welcome to Phuket Xtra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. I'm your host, JP Mestanza, and happy 4th of July to all of my fellow Americans. Now let's start with our top story. Just days after several tourists were rescued from the strong waves in different beaches in Phuket, a British national from Hong Kong drowned in the deadly waves after being caught in a rip and dragged away from shore at Southern Beach on Phuket's west coast yesterday afternoon. The man, a 52-year-old, and his son arrived at the beach at about 2:30 p.m. yesterday and were in the water only 5 minutes before someone noticed they were in trouble, caught in a rip, and being dragged away from shore at the northern end of the beach. While the son was brought to shore by a local beachgoer and sent to the local hospital, his father was not so lucky and was unconscious by the time rescuers reached him in the ocean, and attempts to revive him on the beach failed, according to police. The drowning follows heated warnings by local residents on social media, noting that there are no lifeguards stationed at Southern Beach, meaning there are no red flags posted to warn beachgoers where the water is too dangerous to swim. The whole thing highlights the dire issue of Phuket not having trained lifeguards, and it comes 6 days after Governor Pakapong Tavipat held a high-profile meeting with the Chinese Consul General in Songkhla and the Phuket Chinese Consular Vice Consul General to highlight how safe and convenient it is for tourists to come to Phuket just 1 year after 47 Chinese tourists died in the tragic Phoenix boat disaster. The man arrested in Prachuap Khiri Khan on a bus bound for Bangkok yesterday is admitting to police that he genuinely thought he would not get away with the murder of his ex-partner in Phuket just earlier this week. 40-year-old Ik Tompet was taken into custody by highway police at a checkpoint in Prachuap Khiri Khan province, 500 kilometers from Phuket, at about 5:30 p.m. on Tuesday, and he's already back in Phuket to face murder charges in connection with the strangling death of his ex-partner, 38-year-old Fontip Chaikun, whose body was found in a rented room in Rassada on Tuesday morning with white nylon rope still tied around her neck. Reports say the couple had been arguing about Ek taking their 2 children back to stay with family in Trang province, where they're both from. Police say that after committing the murder, Ek drove to Nakhon Si Thammarat to drop off the children at their grandmother's place before boarding a bus to Bangkok. But police managed to track his movements, leading to his capture just hours after that. Police say Ek had confessed to his own mother that he felt regret for what he had done, and said that he may not have had the chance to take care of both his mother and children anymore, boarding the bus thinking he would never reach Bangkok. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. After photos of him helping his Thai wife sell grilled chicken by the side of the road emerged on social media, this foreign man caught the attention of police, and it turns out he had been wanted on an Interpol red notice, suspected of several crimes. Photos of 34-year-old German national Maximilian Fernseebner helping sell food on a roadside in Nakhon Ratchasima province were posted on social media, earning him praise from netizens, but it also caught the eye of at least one local immigration police chief, Police Lieutenant General Sompon Chingduang, who ran a background check on Maximilian and found that he was wanted on an Interpol red notice, suspected of selling drugs online, theft, and possession and distribution of child pornography. Police were then sent to his home in the village in Tambon Pakchan to apprehend the suspect, but he fled to a nearby forest where he hid for 2 days with a cell phone. From that forest, he managed to contact his own mother in Germany and said he would turn himself in only when a German embassy official was present. Maximilian is now in police custody, pending his return to Germany to stand trial. Phuket Xtra will be right back after this.
Rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to 20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.
Welcome back to Phuket Xtra. The woman who became the first Thai female to summit Mount Everest back in 2016, she's announced that finally, after a few tries, she summited the highest mountain in North America, Mount Denali. Dr. Napasapon Chamnansit, who goes by Eam, she announced the news last week that she summited Mount Denali in the U.S. state of Alaska, which has an elevation of over 6,190 meters above sea level, back on June 28th, along with her team, although some dropped out along the way. Eam wrote that her team had actually tried to summit Mount Denali last year, but they were faced with extreme weather conditions that forced them to be stuck there for 6 days near the peak and were unable to move ahead once the weather did clear up. This year, however, they were determined to summit after securing new sponsorship. Eam is now one of the few people in the world, let alone Thailand, to summit 7 of the highest peaks in the world, including Mount Everest and Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest peak in Africa. Rare animals including leopards and jackals and endangered species like the barking deer and the marbled cats, there abound in Thailand's first wildlife sanctuary, a new camera trapping project has revealed. The project, using remotely activated cameras triggered by the animals themselves, is a joint effort of the Department of National Parks and the Zoological Society of London, an international, scientific, conservation, and educational charity. The project was intended to gauge the diversity of fauna in the Salak Pra Wildlife Sanctuary in Thailand's Kanchanaburi province, the first wildlife reserve in the country, and it covers over 25,000 raya forests. The chief of the sanctuary said the camera traps show the reserve is a safe harbor for wild animals. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, click that subscribe button to check out all of our future videos. If you're watching us on Facebook, give us a like on the Phuket News page. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, stay classy, Phukets.